Hello, lovely friends. Welcome back to another Sunday Yoga Flow. Today, we are doing power yoga. So come down to your mat, get centered, get grounded, close off the eyes, and start to just watch the breath. I'm going to get straight into it after a few moments of stillness. So just take these moments now to really soften through the body. Plant the sit bones down into the heels. And breathe, inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, interlace the fingers and take the arms high up above the head. Take those shoulders as far back as they can go and exhale, release the arms down. Taking the left hand down, sweep the right arm up. We reach over to the left side, creating space in the side body here. And release, going over to the right now. Left arm sweeps all the way up. And again, create space with each breath. Those of you familiar with your Ujjayi breath, using that throughout this practice. And release, coming on over to all fours. And we'll work the body round in circles. So 3 going one way, 3 going the other. Really coming down and round to the sides and then curving the spine all the way at the top. So when you've done your 3 going one way, take your 3 going the other. Beautiful, staying with the breath. And then when you're done with those, come back to a neutral spine. And then tucking under the toes, flying the bottom up for our first downward facing dog. Option of pedaling out through the feet here, maybe shaking or nodding the head or just staying in stillness. Inhale and exhale. And then a little challenge, going straight into it, taking the right arm off the mat, going alongside the body, working through the balance. And release the right hand down, this time taking the left hand alongside the body. See if you can stay with that balance, really pushing out through the shoulders, elevating here. Heels drawing down towards the mat. And release that left hand. Take a really deep bend in the knees. So all of us bending at the knees, pushing again through the shoulders, really grounding down into the fingers. And when you're ready, hopping the feet towards the hands, lifting the chest halfway and exhale over both legs. So now just heel toe the feet about hip width apart. Take hold of opposite elbows. Stay down here in a forward fold, either swaying gently side to side or just staying still. Inhaling, lift the chest. If you want, taking 2 blocks underneath the hands. Hands can be flat or up on the fingertips. Sweep the left leg all the way up. Hips are square at the moment. And then the option is to stay here or to bend the left leg in and see if you can reach the right hand back to take hold of the foot and then pull against the foot and lift that chest just a little bit. So the hips will be opening slightly here in this posture and release. With control, this time taking the right leg up, hips are square, breathing here. Option again of staying here or bending the right leg in, taking hold of the right foot with the left hand, and then push against the hand and the foot, reaching the chest up, opening through the hips. And slowly, with control, releasing both hand and foot down. And slowly start to peel the body up, bone by bone, head and neck come last. Just come towards the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, plant the hands down, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Deep inhales, coming forwards now into high plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, come forward. Really wave the body, working through the spine. Exhale, coming back. Awesome. Step the feet in a little bit. Coming down to the elbows now into dolphin. We're taking 5 tricep push-ups here. So dolphin to downward facing dog. 5. And your last one. When you're ready, pushing back to downward facing dog. And then hopping the feet back to the hands, lifting the chest halfway. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, take it up, moving fluidly. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. When we're ready, coming forwards now, inhale, coming over into high plank. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, wave it forwards using the core. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, coming all the way forwards, waving through the spine. Exhale, coming back. Last time, inhale, coming forwards, high plank. Exhale, take it back. Beautiful. Step the feet in a little bit, drawing the elbows down towards the mat. Forearm press up, so 5 when you're ready. Always knowing that you can pause if you need a little bit more time for your 5, or just moving on with me. When you're ready, step or jump the feet towards the hands, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold over both legs. Inhale, sweep the arms high all the way up to the sky, and exhale down through heart center. So now coming into Utkatasana, so hinging at the hips. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, open out through the arms slightly so we've got a bit more space in the chest. Breathe here. So slightly altering our sun salutations, as you'll see, making them a little bit more powerful. Still in Utkatasana. Last breath. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, right foot, warrior 1, but we're coming up into a high lunge version, so with the heel off the mat. And then option of coming up onto the front toes of that right foot. Come a little deeper. Hold and breathe. And then placing the hands, frame the foot, step back, coming down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side now, step forwards, come to that high lunge with the back heel off. Arms come up, and then the option of coming up onto the ball of the foot of the left foot. So super strong posture here, breathing, holding. And release the hands, frame the foot, come down through your vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Stay nice and strong in the downward facing dog. Really grounding down through the feet, through the hands, always looking to our foundations first. On your inhale, step or jump the feet forwards, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over both legs. Inhale, Utkatasana. Take the arms wide. Keep those knees strong together. Drawing the lower belly in, lifting Mula Bandha, and release hands down through heart center. Ready for our second Surya Namaskar B variation. So inhale, Utkatasana. Holding, stay strong, stay lifted. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Hold in your high plank. Really push out through the upper spine. Strong in the core. Option of lifting the right leg up. Hold that right leg. Release down. Left leg comes up. And release down. Coming down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, step forward. Come to that high lunge again. So we're coming up onto the toe again if you wish. Arms are high. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, frame the front foot. Step back to a three-leg dog. Right leg is all the way up high in the sky. Opening through the hips. And then coming straight over, Vashisthasana, side plank. So we're on the left arm. Hips are stacked. Right arm's up. Option of coming into our Vrikshasana, tree pose variation. Or you could take the legs straight up high. And release down to plank, coming down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, left foot coming up into that high lunge. Option of coming up onto the front toes. Arms are high. You're doing amazingly well. Know that child's pose is always an option should you need a little breather. When you're staying with me, frame the foot, step all the way back, left leg swings high up to a three-leg dog, opening through the hips. Holding here for just a moment longer. And then coming all the way forward. So we're right arm Vashisthasana. Option of gazing up. Option of using the wall to help support you like I am. And option of coming, so many options, into the tree variation or taking that leg high. So this is power yoga, so challenging yourself and release. Come down through the vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, step or jumping the feet to the hands, lifting the chest. Exhale, folding over both legs. Inhale, Utkatasana. Find that width, that opening in the arms, opening in the chest. Just one last moment and release, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Okay, so coming to stand Tadasana, so just near the front of the mat. Find your grounding, find your roots, your foundations, whatever you like to call it. I love all of those words. So option of taking prayer in front of the chest or reverse prayer. And then we'll come to warrior 3 on the right side. So left leg is lifted, square in the hips. The chest lowers as the left leg draws high. And then staying with that reverse prayer, if you have it, take the left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale with both feet roughly facing forwards. Square hips, come down into a forward fold. One last breath. And then inhale, take the hands down and we'll come into a standing split now. So it's the left leg that goes high, Right left foot is grounded down. Option of taking hold of that right leg with the right arm. A few breaths here, and then we're going to work through a few little dips or squats, you could call them. So the left leg is going to dip down behind the right knee. So inhale, bend both knees, dip down. Exhale, draw the leg long. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Last time, inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, dip, and come all the way down to the ground for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So we've got the right leg over the top of the left. Inhale the left arm high, and then exhale, take the twist. Gazing towards the back of the room. You've got the option of hugging the right knee here. You don't have to take the elbow over the top. Just making sure that the shoulders are nice and lifted, the chest is open. And then take a little counter twist, and then from this counter twist, come all the way back to a 3-leg dog with the left leg high and release. So now we're facing the other side. Hopefully you didn't get too confused there. Step or hop the feet towards the hands, forward fold here, and then peel the body all the way up. Now hopefully you're staying with me, guys. I know this flow is quite fast, quite dynamic. We're ready to take the same sequence on the second side. So hands at heart center or reverse prayer. We lift the right leg up now. So coming to warrior 3, standing on the left leg, right leg lifts high. Square off through the hips. Option as to whether or not you want to point or flex or floint the back foot, whatever you prefer, I don't mind. And then release that right leg down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest high. Exhale, keeping the hands in reverse prayer if you had them there, into this forward fold. Both feet are facing forwards. The back foot can be slightly on an angle. I tend to have mine on an angle because it feels much nicer and safer for my hip and for my knee. Release the hands down, frame the left foot this time. Right leg goes high up into a standing split. Take that leg as high as you can go. Drawing the head towards that leg. And then we're going to take 5 dips as well on this side. So exactly the same as we did before. We're going to inhale, bend both knees. The right knee draws behind the left knee. Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Last time, inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. And then we're going to take that right leg behind and come to sit down for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So left leg is over the top. Inhale, right arm is high. And then we exhale, take the twist, gazing towards the back of the room. Like I said on the other side, just hugging that left knee is perfect as well, if that means you can open through the chest. You're doing so well, guys. Staying with me. And take that little counter twist. Come, swivel the body round. 3-leg dog, right leg is high. And release down, downward facing dog. When you're ready, step or jump the feet in. And we're going to come to this tuck, this little squat. Knees are together. We're up on the ball of the foot. Come super low as you can, and reach the arms high. So breathing here, exhale the hands down through heart center. Just holding the hands here. Trying to stay balanced. And then when you're ready, interlace the hands, come down low, super deep into this half Utkatasana. So sink that bottom a little deeper, arms are stretched out. Inhaling. And then exhale, release the hands down to the mat. So we're going to work on crow pose, Bakasana. So if you haven't got this in your practice, just work on resting those knees on the backs of the arms, backs of the elbows, and lifting one foot up at a time. For those of you ready to come into crow, Bakasana, you can take that now. Breathe into the posture. And release. Take the feet wide, coming down into Malasana. So our yogic squat. Hands come to heart center. We're pushing the knees open with the elbows. Stay tall, stay lifted in the body. Maybe taking a little wiggle side to side. So if you didn't think we were having fun already, we're now going to have some fun. Sit that bottom down and come down to the forearm. So we're laying down, we're on our elbows, we've got the legs stretched up high, and we're going to inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So keeping the legs as straight as possible. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the legs up. Inhale, slowly control lower. Exhale, lift up. And now we're going to crisscross. So crisscross the legs down, keeping them off the mat, and then crisscross them up. 2 more times, crisscross down. And lift them back up. Last time, crisscross down. Really working through that core. Do similar things to this in rocket yoga for those of you that do rocket. And then we'll come into Navasana, so boat pose. Your variation, you can hold behind the knees if you wish. And then work your way through a vinyasa. So jumping the feet back, inhaling, upward facing dog, exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's just take some nice deep breaths in downward facing dog before we move on. And when you're ready, step or jump the feet through to seated. Take the legs out long, Paschimottanasana. So inhale, reach the arms high. Stay active in the legs, so flex through the feet, and then exhale, forward fold. So always focusing here on the health of our spine. So wanting to stay nice and long in the spine rather than rounding through the spine. Maybe taking an inhale, lifting the chest slightly, and exhale, come forwards even deeper. And then slowly start to peel the body all the way up. Place the hands about a hand's distance behind you. Bend the knees in, so not coming into full Purvattanasana, but coming into this tabletop. So lift the hips, and we're going to lift the left foot off. So left leg is off and it's bent. Hold. Keep those hips lifted. And release the left leg down. Keep the hips up. Right leg comes up now. Right leg is bent, but up off the floor. And slowly release that foot down and release the hips, the bottom, all the way down to the floor. Come to find Navasana. So we're going to take some crunches here. Option of just staying and holding in Navasana. Or if you are ready, work with me. Lower down and lift. Lower for 2, lift. Lower 3, lift. Lower 4, lift. Lower 5, lift. And hold. And then work through your vinyasa, jumping back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nearly coming to the end, guys. You've done so well. When you're ready, inhale, jump the feet through to seated. Come to sit down, open up the knees, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Inhale, draw the chest long. Exhale, forward fold. Close off the eyes here. Again, stay strong in the spine. So maybe you worked up a bit of a sweat there so far. But always remember that even when we're doing these power yoga sessions and we're working through all of these postures, the yoga comes when we're staying with the breath. So yes, it's great to get a workout through yoga, but the real yoga is the moving meditation, so the working with the breath, the inhales and the exhales. A few more breaths here in Baddha Konasana. Inhale, draw the chest all the way up. Release the feet. Place the feet down about hip width apart. And then take the arms out long in front of you. And then super, super, super slow. Watch the screen. Don't get down to the mat before me. We're going to lower down. Using the core. Slow. And then I normally hold around this point. And release. Breathe. Bring those knees in. We're going to come to a really nice hip opening, happy baby. So where we were working through those lunges, working into our hip flexors, nice and important to then open it all up, stretch it out. Taking hold of the outsides of the feet. Option of rocking side to side, option of just staying still. But closing off the eyes here. Letting the breath start to soften slightly. And then drawing those feet together. Be careful of the knees. And then bringing with the hands behind the feet. You can draw the feet down towards the tummy. So just opening even more. Hug the knees into the chest. Option of just coming to lie flat down on the mat, so legs out, or you could take the feet to the sides of the mat with the knees bent upwards and then just draw the knees together so they're just resting against each other. Palms of the hands facing upwards. Close off the eyes. Well done, you did absolutely amazingly today. Even though I'm not with you, I fully believe in you. And I know from seeing the videos on Instagram that you guys mention me in. I absolutely love seeing that, so keep that coming. Just letting the breath soften now into our Shavasana. The most important part of the practice, this relaxation afterwards, noticing the hard work that's been done. Feeling that release down into the mat. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. Make sure you subscribe by hitting the button here on the screen. I've linked to a few other videos that you can do if you're not quite finished yet. And I will see you on Wednesday and Sunday for lots more. Namaste.